What Wayne Rooney said about Mohamed Salah after Liverpool's crushing victory over Everton will absolutely blow your mind. But first, there's an even more explosive story unfolding behind the scenes at Anfield that very few people are talking about. And it could completely change everything you think you know about Liverpool's title chances. Ryan Gravenberch has just pulled off one of the most stunning transformations in Premier League history, and the numbers don't lie. Who would have thought that the seemingly lost young talent at Bayern Munich would become the beating heart of Arne Slot's masterpiece? The brutal truth is this: Bayern have made one of the most expensive mistakes in their entire history by letting this gem slip away for a mere £34 million. Fast forward 12 months, and industry insiders are now valuing the Dutch sensation at triple that amount. Michael Owen doesn't mince his words. He states without hesitation that Gravenberch is now worth over £100 million in today's inflated market. And this isn't just punditry for the sake of headlines. The Dutchman controls every inch of the midfield like it's his personal kingdom, blending technical brilliance with defensive tenacity that would make Steven Gerrard himself proud. His performance against Everton was nothing short of masterful. A thunderous opener followed by an assist so sublime it had Goodison Park falling silent in admiration. But here's where things get absolutely fascinating and potentially explosive for Liverpool's season. Alexander Isak has arrived at Anfield carrying a massive £125 million price tag, making him the most expensive signing in the club's illustrious history. The Swedish sensation is hungry to prove his worth, and 27 goals last season speak volumes about his lethal finishing ability. However, now comes the real test. Can he handle the immense pressure of being Liverpool's record signing while operating in the shadow of an established superstar? This is where Wayne Rooney's bombshell revelation becomes absolutely crucial and potentially game-changing. The Manchester United legend, who knows a thing or two about handling pressure and competition at the highest level, dropped a truth bomb during his BBC Radio 5 Live appearance that sent shockwaves through the football world. Speaking with the confidence and insight of someone who's been there and conquered the biggest stages, Rooney revealed something that every Liverpool supporter needs to understand about what's really happening inside Salah's mind. According to Rooney's explosive assessment, players of Salah's extraordinary caliber and championship-winning mentality don't just accept competition lying down. They see it as a declaration of war. The Egyptian king, who delivered a phenomenal 29 league goals last season while leading Liverpool to Premier League glory, has already bagged 6 goal contributions this term and shows no signs of slowing down. But Rooney believes Salah views Isak's high-profile arrival as nothing less than a direct challenge to his undisputed throne at Anfield. The former England captain knows exactly what he's talking about because he's lived through identical situations during his legendary career at Old Trafford. Rooney vividly remembers how new signings would ignite his competitive fire to nuclear levels, recalling specific moments when big money arrivals pushed him to achieve even greater heights. "When we signed Tevez, I thought there's no way he's taking my place," Rooney reflected, hinting that Salah's competitive instincts will burn brighter than ever. But this situation at Liverpool carries infinitely higher stakes and psychological complexity because we're dealing with 2 world-class forwards who both possess the ego and expectation of being the absolute main man. Here's what makes this story even more compelling and potentially dangerous for Liverpool's harmony. Sources close to the dressing room suggest that while Salah maintains his professional demeanor in public, privately he's acutely aware of the spotlight being shared with a new Swedish superstar. The Egyptian forward, who has been Liverpool's undisputed talisman for years, suddenly finds himself having to prove his continued relevance in an evolving tactical system under Slot's meticulous management. Arne Slot faces a psychological and tactical puzzle that could ultimately define Liverpool's entire season and their realistic chances of defending their Premier League crown. How do you successfully manage 2 world-class forwards who both expect premium treatment while maintaining the delicate team chemistry that has made Liverpool so devastatingly effective? Early signs suggest the Dutch tactician has developed a sophisticated master plan, gradually introducing Isak to the Premier League's intensity while keeping Salah as the primary focal point of attacks. However, whispers from well-placed sources inside Anfield suggest that beneath the surface, not everything is as harmonious as the public facade indicates. The tactical implications are staggering when you consider the depth of quality now available to Slot. Liverpool's attacking options have never looked stronger on paper, with Salah's proven goal-scoring consistency complemented by Isak's physical presence and clinical finishing ability. Add Diogo Jota's versatility and Darwin Núñez's explosive pace into the equation, and you have an embarrassment of riches that most managers can only dream about. But managing world-class talent requires far more than just tactical knowledge. It demands exceptional psychological insight and man-management skills that separate good coaches from truly great ones. The real concern for Liverpool's long-term sustainability isn't just about managing superstar egos. It's the potentially catastrophic overdependence on Ryan Gravenberch's exceptional performances. The Dutch magician has become so fundamentally important to Liverpool's system that Slot openly admits he's struggling to find opportunities to rest his midfield maestro. This creates a genuinely dangerous dependency that could backfire spectacularly during the Premier League's notoriously brutal winter fixture congestion. Virgil van Dijk, Liverpool's defensive leader and captain, has publicly praised Gravenberch's current form as potentially the best he's witnessed from any midfielder. But even the experienced Dutchman understands that relying too heavily on any single player is a recipe for eventual disaster. The transfer rumor mill is already working overtime, with promising names like Adam Wharton, Carlos Baleba, and Atletico Madrid's Pablo Barrios being seriously linked as potential January reinforcements to ease the burden on Gravenberch's shoulders. But here's the uncomfortable truth that nobody wants to discuss openly. Liverpool's realistic title chances this season might hinge entirely on whether Mohamed Salah embraces this new competitive challenge or allows his wounded pride to create unnecessary friction within the squad. Rooney's warning carries significant weight precisely because he understands the complex psychology of elite-level players better than most pundits or journalists ever could. The upcoming Southampton Cup tie represents the first genuine litmus test of how this fascinating dynamic will play out under competitive pressure. Will Slot demonstrate the courage to rotate his established star players, potentially risking their displeasure? Or will the overwhelming pressure to maintain Liverpool's perfect start force his tactical hand? The answers to these crucial questions could determine whether Liverpool's impressive title charge continues its relentless momentum or hits an unexpected and potentially damaging roadblock. What makes this entire situation even more psychologically intriguing is that Liverpool's attacking depth appears stronger than ever before on paper. But successfully managing world-class talent requires much more than just tactical acumen and formation adjustments. It demands the kind of psychological mastery and emotional intelligence that separates championship-winning managers from those who merely survive in elite football. The stakes have never been higher for Arne Slot's managerial reputation, and every single decision he makes regarding team selection, tactical approach, and player management will be scrutinized under the unforgiving microscope of expectations that naturally come with managing Liverpool Football Club. The coming weeks and months will definitively reveal whether Slot possesses the crucial psychological skills necessary to keep his superstars happy, while maintaining the winning mentality that has made Liverpool so formidable under his guidance. This isn't just about football tactics anymore. It's about human psychology, ego management, and the delicate art of keeping world-class players motivated without letting their competitive instincts destroy team unity. The beautiful game has never been more complex, and Liverpool's season hangs in the balance.